Welcome back, hounds. So this week we are going to be learning how to draw some realistic looking glass bottles, and I promise this is super easy. I'm going to show you one example of how to do it, and I would really hope that you guys would go on Google or on your phones to search for some interesting shapes for your bottles. Alright, so you're going to need a black piece of paper. You're also going to need some crayons. Here I've got construction paper crayons and then my regular old white crayon. Any light colored crayons are going to work with black paper projects. And I've got a pencil for sketching out my ideas. So stick around for instructions. Alrighty, so what we're going to do first is we're going to just take a regular pencil and we're just going to mark a straight line down the middle of our black paper. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, I'm just wanting to divide my paper here in half. So there are lots of different bottle types that we can draw. I'm going to draw a couple of really simple ones, but you could always search up on Google different bottle shapes or interesting bottle shapes. So I'm going to take a white crayon so I could show you first, but you should be doing this in pencil just in case you make a mistake. You can erase it. Crayon is just going to show up a little bit better for you on camera. Alright, so I'm going to start first by drawing a oval shape. It's kind of like a skinny oval shape. That's going to be the top of my glass bottle. Alright. Next, of course, I'm going to draw an even smaller oval inside of that. Okay, that's going to be the inside of my bottle. Then next I'm going to draw the neck of my bottle. Now this can be different. There's lots of different shapes like I just mentioned, but I'm just going to do an easy one. So I'm going to do sort of like a curved line. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to want to make sure that I try to get it as matched as possible. Okay. So next we're going to create the body of our bottle. So I'm just going to, again, try to keep it really simple by drawing another really big curved line like this. Okay, and then I'll draw another one exactly the same on the other side, trying my best to make sure that it's the same. Okay, mine's a little bit off from the other side, but that's okay. All right, and then I'm going to draw the bottom of my jar. So once I've got the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another curved line in there, and it's just going to sort of be like an oval shape too. Okay, mine didn't quite come out as pretty as I would have liked, but you get the idea. Okay, and that's going to be the bottom of our glass. So then what we're going to do after that is we're going to draw a table line. Now our table line is going to go all the way through our glass bottle because it is glass, so that means that we can see through it. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a straight line for my table, my background. And this is the part that we're going to be coloring in, okay? So if you want to as well, you can go ahead and redefine that line down the middle so you know where to stop. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a shadow to my glass. So I'm going to just draw a little kind of like oval-ish shape right here. All right, and this is going to be our shadow, so we're not going to color that part in later. All right. Okay, so next we're going to add some highlights to our glass bottle. Okay, so here's what I mean by highlights. We're going to add some white spots and some shiny parts to our bottle. So I'm going to go right back up to the top and I'm going to just color in very lightly with my crayon right here on this side. So I'm just sort of shading and adding some lighter colors. Okay. Then of course I'm going to come down here to the neck of my bottle and I'm going to draw a very big like straight line. Kind of follows that curve of that bottle there. Right? So I'm going to add another line right here at the neck of my bottle. Then I'll add another shiny part. Now you can add as much shine to this as you want. No such thing as a bottle that's too shiny. So I added like a little ovalish shape, and then I'm going to add another really big curved line like this. And I'm going to just kind of color that in. I want that to be as light as possible. Okay. So then on the other side, I'm not going to color quite as hard. I'm just going to sort of just like shade it in with my crayon, and I'm just coloring very lightly with my crayon on the other side, going very light, and I'm just following the curves of my glass jar, following the curves of my glass jar. Okay, and maybe I want to add some more shine down here. Like that. I'm just trying to add some, you know, some little shadows here and there. All right. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to color my tablecloth. Okay, so this can be any color that you want. I'm going to use some of these construction paper crayons, which are just really good for coloring on black paper. If you don't have any, that's fine. You could use pretty much any light color crayon should be able to pick up on a black paper. So I'm going to go ahead and color in my tablecloth, remembering that I'm not going to shade in my shadow. I'm going to leave that blank. But even here on the inside, I'm going to color it with this blue color. So here's what it's going to look like. Alright guys, and here I have one glass bottle. Okay, so I had you split your paper in half so you could do a different size bottle here on the other side. So go ahead and think about any type of shape of bottle that you would want to attempt to create. And I'm going to draw another bottle here on this side if you would like to watch the steps. But I will be fast forwarding through it. So if you're wanting to stop here and just start on your drawing, go for it. But you're going to draw two examples of a glass bottle. Right, and there I have my two examples of my glass bottles. So I hope you guys get creative, especially with the size and the shapes of these bottles. And this is a very easy project to do that looks super duper cool. So I can't wait to see what you guys create, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!